Oh, sounds like somebody else might want pancakes too. Oh. Hey.
Hey, is it too early?
It's never too early for a nurse.
Oh, I'd just like to tell you that I really enjoyed spending time with you yesterday.
Oh, I had fun too.
So, can I see you again?
Well, how about this morning? Abe and I are about to have some breakfast at Kelly's. You want to meet us?
Oh, I'd love to, but unfortunately, I'm about to step into a meeting.
Why didn't you tell me about Patrick? Look, I get a call from Patrick saying that he's checked himself into GH because he's detoxing because he never stopped taking the pills. And if that's not bad enough, then he tells me it's because you're the one who busted him on the Haunted Star that night.
I wanted to tell you.
Then why didn't you? God, you knew I was at home
going to call
waiting
you
for him,
when
worried
we
sick.
checked him into rehab, and then I show up and find out my dad is here with a gunshot wound. And then I find out that Olivia was shot up with LSD, okay? So all I was thinking about was my family. I really wasn't trying to keep anything from you.
Okay, that's not true, and you know it.
Well, it's about time, Mr. Jax.
Oh, please. After everything we've been through together. Call me Jerry.
Don't worry. Okay, Robin Scorpio Drake was transferred to the facility in Switzerland.
And her mental state?
She's semi-lucid and has no idea of her surroundings or anything else for that matter.
Ignorance can really be utter bliss, don't you think? What about the mother?
Senator Bain, no, she left Ferncliff convinced that her daughter had never set foot in the place.
Well, Miss Devane has a formidable reputation, an instinct for lies and cover-ups. Are you sure she discounted Heather Webber's statements?
They were no more than the rantings of a lunatic, so yes.
Wonderful. Congratulations on the job well done.
What's one more, right?
Ooh, is someone feeling unappreciated? I mean, I'm so grateful about all your hard work. I really am. I mean, I couldn't have accomplished anything without you.
Well, I'm sure you'd have found a way.
Nonsense. Your position in the hospital gave us unfettered access to restricted areas, clearance, to make it possible for us to get into the lab undetected and smuggle the good doctor out. Last but not least, I mean, you provided the anonymous corpse that was to be found charred beyond recognition. A little DNA tampering during the autopsy, and voila. Robin Scorpio rests in peace, and her poor little family can heal at last. I mean, no one cares about an anonymous mental patient in a Swiss clinic, do they?
And what about the explosion that supposedly killed Robin?
Oh, it was a necessary diversion.
Maxie Jones blames herself for that blast. That couldn't be any further from the truth. Could it?
Look, when I called and told you that Patrick hadn't made it home, you said that it was no problem that he was with you on the Haunted Star because he forgot something.
Which was technically true.
Okay, look, please, lies of admission are my thing, not yours. Okay, Lulu?
Look, Maxie, I wanted to tell you, I wish I could have, but Patrick was standing right there, and he was in really bad shape.
Then that's exactly what you should have said to me.
You don't get it. He was hallucinating.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I was walking out onto the deck, and he called me Rob, and he thought he was seeing his dead wife.
Wow. The wife I took from him.
Poor Maxie, carrying so much guilt for an accident that never happened. You see, the lab explosion took very careful planning. Robin's death had to be very convincing.
She's still alive.
And, does that redeem me? Us? I mean, which is worse? To kill someone outright, or to leave them alive while their family grieves for no reason? What do you think?
Detective, a little late for the opening, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm not here for the music.
Right. Lulu was pretty upset that you were no-show.
That's why I'm here. We need to talk about Lulu.
You already told me how you feel about my partnership with Lulu.
I was a jerk.
Past tense?
Lulu wants to work with you. I respect that. I will not be causing any more problems here or anywhere else.
All right. Look who's become the modern husband.
This place makes her happy, and that's all I care about.
Is that why you were a no-show opening night?
Lulu knows the reason I wasn't here is because I was saving her father and my mother from a psychopath.
Right. I heard about that. How's Olivia doing?
Keeping her sedated till the drugs get out of her system.
I'm sorry. No matter what goes down between us, I still do care about her well-being.
So why did you blackmail her boyfriend?
Johnny?
Hey, Star, I don't believe you've met Lulu's husband, have you?
No, we've crossed paths, but never met. Dante Falconeri.
Yeah, hi, you're Michael's brother.
I am.
You two get along a lot better than me and my brother do. I guess I'm interrupting. I heard something about blackmail.
Oh, no, it's just part of my past is all.
You can tell me. I know all about your past.
Right, but see, it's exactly that. It's my past, and I'm done with that life.
You sure about that?
You know, I'm not hearing a lot of enthusiasm out of you.
I want Lulu's business to succeed, but I'm still a cop and your grandfather's murder is still unsolved.
Look, all that matters is you convince Patrick to get treatment. No, I shouldn't be criticizing how he made that happen.
But you're mad that I didn't
No,
include
it's just
you.
the frustration talking, okay, Lulu? I can't help Patrick, so I take it all to my
Okay,
best
but
friend.
that's the hard part. Patrick has to help himself.
Just... I thought when I moved in, I thought I could make everything better. But then I realized that I can't give Patrick the one thing he needs. I can't bring Robin back from the dead.
And now you're treating Robin's husband, the bereaved Patrick Drake.
Yes, he's having trouble coping.
Oh, I'm sure he is. You know, there's a certain symmetry there. See, in his grief, he turns to one of the few people who knows his wife is still alive.
Robin is as good as dead, thanks to you.
Oh, come on. Don't be afraid to share some of the credit. Come on.
Now Patrick has to learn how to live without her.
And how fortunate of him to have a man of your particular talent at his disposal.
No doctor can cure Patrick. Now, how is any man supposed to move on after a loss like that?
Yeah, I know, it's sad, isn't it?
You think that Johnny is the one that killed Anthony? You already arrested the woman that buried his body in the woods.
Right, Heather Weber. Looks like a prime suspect to me.
Miss Weber had no motive to kill Anthony, and we think she buried the body in a misguided attempt to protect Luke Spencer.
Okay, so Luke's guilty, right? I told you, Anthony heard Luke and Tracy plotting.
Okay, Luke and Tracy are still suspects, but every bit of evidence we have, Johnny, corroborates their story.
Which is?
Anthony was dead when they found him in the Quartermain boathouse. And though they moved the body and tried to dispose of a weapon, that means they'd be facing obstruction charges, not murder charges.
Maybe the person that killed Colin Hope also killed Anthony.
Can you please not put this on yourself? Patrick missed Robin so much, he needed to find a way to keep her present.
That's why he's taking the pills.
He told you about that.
We talked about it when I first got here. Patrick said that by the end, when he was using, it was like Robin was right there with him. So kicking the pills also means letting her go.
How's he doing?
Well, he had a rough night, but he made it through. He's in group therapy now, which I guess is kind of a requirement, but I don't know. Patrick's a pretty proud person. Arrogant, even. It's gotta be tough to open a vein in front of a couple of strangers.
Well, maybe he'll feel supported, like he's not the only one.
Whatever. I just hope this works.
He is in good hands. Dr. Ewan Keenan has taken a personal interest in Patrick's case.
Look, I gave you your update. Now we're done, okay?
Wait. You were a little sketchy on some of the finer points. For example, how many of the staff at Ferncliff ever saw Robin? And is there anything to connect our anonymous patient to the late Dr. Robin Scorpio?
Nothing, okay?
Why are you so terse? I mean, come on. I mean, I'd almost think you didn't like me after I've given you such interesting and stimulating employment.
You're enjoying this, right?
Yes, I am. I mean, you know what they say. Love what you do and you'll never work a day in your life. Come on. So, walk walk me through the transfer from Ferncliff from the moment you wheeled her out of the room to the moment you loaded her up onto the aeroplane to Switzerland?
You know what? Maybe some other time. I have plans.
Really? Is Elizabeth Weber included in those plans?
How do you know about my relationship with Elizabeth?
I make it my business to know everything there is to know about the people I'm working with. Actually, I have fond memories of Elizabeth. Lovely girl. I mean, when she was my hostage, we played this most amusing game. We had to give ourselves a title. Yeah, for instance, I was Commando 1, so I called myself Fun 1. She called herself Baby's Breath Elizabeth, a little saccharine. I mean, considering she was carrying a baby at the time. I believe that Jason Morgan was the father, actually. Have you ever met him?
Yeah, yes. Briefly, yeah.
Yes, I never say this about anyone else, but Jason Morgan can be lethal. Does he know you're sniffing around his paramour?
He's married to someone else.
Oh, come on. When has marriage ever stopped anyone, especially with Jason and Elizabeth? I mean, come on. Actually, I believe that she was married to someone else.
Enough, okay?
Have I touched a nerve?
Yes. I like Elizabeth.
I have to admit, that's not the answer I was hoping for.
You know, Dr. Keenan was really able to help Kate, so hopefully he'll be able to help Patrick.
And do you know how long his group therapy session is going to be?
Oh, no, Patrick didn't say how long, but I'm going to wait here for a little while if you want to go check on your dad.
No, I'm taking a break. My dad tried to convince me to smuggle him cigars.
So I guess he's feeling better.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but the doctors say he's gonna make a full recovery.
That's great news. So, how's Olivia?
Unfortunately, it's serious.
I'm sorry. For Dante.
Yeah, he's worried about her, but Olivia's tough, and she's gonna get through it, and she'll be so happy to know that her crisis brought me and Dante back together. And
Wait, what do you mean back together? Because I really can't handle another breakup.
No, not a breakup. Dante and I were just drifting apart.
Why?
I felt like if I was trying too hard to be a wife, I'd stop being me.
Yeah, I can completely relate to that.
So my way of dealing with it was by not dealing with that. And that's not what I want. When I have problems with Dante, I want to work them out.
Are you sure this is just about your independence, or is there something else that's maybe causing you and Dante to drift apart?
No, it was also about Johnny.
Kate Howard's alter tried to kill Anthony when she shot out his tires. Maybe this time she tried to kill him again and she succeeded.
Kate Howard was in police custody when the murder happened.
So 2 people wanted Anthony dead.
More than 2. The guy had a lot of enemies.
Including you.
It's not news to anybody. Anthony and I didn't get along. Did I kill him? No. I had plenty of opportunities to off the guy, or just to leave him to die, but I couldn't do it. He's family. What makes you think I would do it now?
Look, John, you are still a suspect. So if you are innocent, it is in your best interest to come forward and cooperate fully with this investigation so we can solve the case.
Dante, wait. There is no way Johnny would have killed his own grandfather.
What makes you so sure of that?
Because I've been working with Johnny for months. I think I would know if I was working with a murderer.
Didn't I say that working with Johnny might be a problem?
Is that an I told you so?
Maybe. Look, I'm sorry, but you're my best friend, and it took you forever to figure out what everybody else knew. And Dante's perfect for you. And Johnny, I mean, he has his good qualities, yeah, but he's kind of like a slow-motion train wreck, and he's never going to make you happy. And I'm not going to tolerate him messing with your marriage.
No. Dante and I were in a really good place. Last night was one of the best nights of his life. What about you?
What about me?
Your marriage.
Oh, right. Well, I go visit Matt on a weekly basis, so.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. He got a job as an orderly at the infirmary, and I know that's not the same as being a doctor, but Matt likes helping people. And, you know, as hard as prison is, he's pretty glad that I'm looking out for Patrick and Emma.
Well, sounds like you're doing good taking care of your family. And speaking of, I should probably go check on my dad, make sure he hasn't bribed some orderly to smuggle him those cigars or something.
You tell your dad and Olivia that I'm thinking about them.
I will.